Good afternoon, everyone. You should have permission to record if you requested it. Please let me know if you do not. And we're going to kick it off with our student athletes today. As you can see, Kate Martin is about ready to go. Just 1 second, Kate. There we go. Can you hear me okay, Kate? All right, can you hear me okay? Okay, cool. We'll open it up for questions for Kate Martin. If you have a question, please raise your hand in the participant window and I will call on you. Kate, your first question is from Jeff Linder.
Hey, Kate, kind of looking back to yesterday, what was responsible for your fast start and contributions offensively?
I think I just let the game come to me. That's what I like to do. And I was happy to just knock down those shots. My teammates were finding me open and I was just really excited to just knock them down. So.
Steve?
Yeah, Kate, what have you been able to learn about Kentucky at this point, and just your thoughts on moving into round two?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. They're a fast-paced moving team. They have some really good players. Ryan Howard's a really good player as well. And I mean, the key is just going to be able to slow them down, and the better defensive team tomorrow will win. So I think our mission is just to play really good defense, move really hard, and we'll do what we want on offense. So.
Do they remind you style-wise of it?
Go ahead, Steve.
Do they remind you style-wise of anyone that you've seen so far?
They kind of remind us of Rutgers a little bit. They're a fast-paced team, very energetic team. You know, they're emotional too, and they move hard on defense. So Rutgers for sure.
Thanks.
Jeff?
Could you tell us a little bit about Ryan Howard's game? What do you see on film? What makes her a really tough matchup?
Yeah, I mean, she obviously is a really good player. She's an All-American. She just can score from all three levels. You know, she can drive, score in the paint, pull up, three-point shot. She's just a really good player, and you got to respect good players like that. So we're going to do our best. We have a game plan, and so we're going to stick to that, and hopefully we'll come out victorious tomorrow.
Chloe?
Yeah, you mentioned Kentucky was like Rutgers, and in the 2 times you played Rutgers this year, they were very physical. Are you preparing for that type of physicality again tomorrow?
Yeah, they're a pretty long team. They're a lot longer than Central Michigan was, so we're always prepared for that. Thank goodness. We play in the Big Ten, and we always play against physical teams, so I think we are ready for that, and we're just preparing for it.
Any further questions for Kate? Awesome. Thanks for your time, Kate. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Agree with it, yeah.
Hi, McKenna. Can you hear me okay? We'll go right into questions for McKenna. If you have a question, please raise your hand in the participant window and I will call on you. Chloe?
Yeah, you've posted like 3 consecutive double-doubles dating back to the semifinals of the Big Ten tournament. Is there a key to success for you for getting those points and rebounds?
I don't think so. I just think that my mentality going into the game is just kind of doing whatever I can do to help out the team. And a lot of times it is kind of just boxing out some of those bigger players and getting some of those rebounds. So I found my way yesterday, which was nice.
Jeff?
Yeah, what was kind of clicking for you there in the third quarter? I think you scored, 11 straight Iowa points there, when they were, I think it was shortly after they got within 6 points.
Well, I had a nice little break in the first half, so had some foul trouble, and then I was able to come in that second half and be able to contribute a little bit. They were kind of just falling my way at that point, so.
Any further questions for McKenna? Go ahead, Steve.
When you face an opponent with the length that Kentucky presents, what becomes the key elements to dealing with that?
I think especially as a young team, it's just really trying to control our emotions and stay together as a team. Luckily, we do play in the Big Ten, like Kate said, so we have seen a lot of these really aggressive, long teams. And so I think that we're going into this game strong and just mentally prepared, and that'll be a really good aspect.
Anything else? Great. Thanks, McKenna. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
We'll have Caitlin Clark sliding in, followed by Coach Bluder. If you have a question for Caitlin Clark, please raise your hand in the participant window and I'll call on you. Questions for Caitlin? Caitlin, your first NCAA tournament game yesterday. First NCAA tournament game yesterday. How did it feel to get out there, get that first one out of the way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's so fun. Something you dream of, something you watch growing up. That's what my family always did on March, whether we were on spring break or at home. We always had games on, men's or women's, no matter what. So kind of a surreal moment. And I think it really helped that we were the first game. I think we didn't have to watch anybody else play. So we just got out there, got after it just like every other game.
Chloe?
Yeah, Kate mentioned it was a good defense will win the game tomorrow. So what do you think your team has to do to have the good defense you need?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they have some really talented scorers and they have a lot of people that are just super athletic. So I think obviously defense, but that's any game that you play from here on out or even earlier in the season. Our defense has to be there. We'll try a lot of different things just to mix it up and see what's working. So, I mean, I would say they're kind of a different team than we faced before. We kind of compared them to Rutgers if we had to pick a team in the Big Ten. So they're aggressive, they press, they're going to get after you on defense. So just composure, stay calm, and stay together, I think, will be some of the biggest keys to the game.
Jeff?
Yeah, just what kind of challenges does Ryan Howard present for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually teammates with her on the U19 team as well. So I know Ryan pretty well. She was kind of our go-to scorer on that team, averaged a lot of points. So she can definitely put the ball in the basket. That's what she does, and she does it really well. She can do it from all areas, whether it's inside, outside. She's got range. She has good size too. She's long and athletic. So we'll try to run a bunch of different things at them just to mix it up, see what's working, as I said. But good players are going to make baskets, and the people that are on her can't get frustrated. That's what she's going to do. She's going to put some in the hole. So not get frustrated and just make it as hard as possible for her. So talented player, but we're looking forward to the challenge more than anything.
Go ahead, Jeff.
For this young of a team, what kind of an accomplishment would it be to make the Sweet 16?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a great opportunity more than anything. We have nothing to lose. We're going into this game. We're obviously young, but that doesn't mean anything to us. We play together. If we just play our game, I think we're going to be perfectly fine. Offense is usually never our problem. So as they said, defense lock in, and it's a great opportunity for us to get back to the Sweet 16. Obviously, with some people that here played in the Elite Eight game. So getting back to the Sweet 16 would be special for them. But more than anything, you're just going to have to take care of the little details. And I think if we do that right, we'll put ourselves in a good position to get there.
Chloe?
Yeah, every game in the women's tournament yesterday went by seed to the higher seed one. Is that affecting your mentality at all going against Kentucky, who even though they're only one seed line above you?
Yeah, I mean, no, definitely not. There was actually a lot of close games. A lot of teams that were the lower seed that were winning throughout the game. So I think it just worked out like that. There's already been some upsets today. So I think definitely in this second round, there will be some more upsets, especially because the neutral court, I think, will totally play a factor. In a normal year, we would be playing this game at Kentucky. So I think you'll start to see more upsets. We're obviously confident that doesn't intimidate us or scare us in any way. So we're just excited to get out there and play.
And Jeff?
You guys said before, and maybe even after the game yesterday, that you were kind of really looking forward to just kind of laying around and watching other games. Were you able to, watch some other games?
Yeah, I watched the end of the Kentucky game. I've had some men's games on. I've had quite a few women's games on too. I watched Michigan, Florida Gulf Coast. A lot of Big Ten games we've tried to head on. I know more today, because Michigan was the only team that also played yesterday. So, I mean, I just like women's basketball. I was honestly doing some homework too, so I wasn't paying that much attention, but I did have it on in the background just because I can't not have it on. But yeah, I always have the games on. We've had the men's games on, but I think we're a team that just loves basketball, loves watching other teams play. So that's what we do with a lot of our free time.
Awesome. Thanks, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Coach Bluder will be sliding in next.
All right.
Hi, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
I can. Thanks, Brandy.
Perfect. If you want to go ahead and start with an opening statement, and then we'll head into questions.
Well, we're here and we love it. And, I told the team today, we're one of only 16 teams that get to practice today since the other 32 are actually playing. So it's an opportunity for us. We know we're the underdog going into this game against Kentucky. But I feel like we have just great opportunities here. I feel like they really have tremendous players with Ryan Howard, with Chastity Patterson. We obviously have to focus on those two players, but they're a very good basketball team that competes in one of the best basketball conferences in America, but we think we are too.
Thanks, Coach. If you have a question for Coach Bluder, please raise your hand in the participant window. Coach, your first question is from Jeff Linder.
Yeah, at this point, do you feel like you can score and score well on just about anybody?
I do, but I hate saying that, right? Because this minute you say it, you jinx yourself. So I do not want to say that, but I'm very optimistic about our offense. I think it's well-rounded. Like yesterday, I loved it. We had 4 people in double figures. To me, that's when we're really good. Again, everybody knows about Caitlin and Monica, but when we add that extra dimension, and who knows who it could be at any day, it could be somebody different. When we add those extra dimensions, I think we are really clicking on all cylinders offensively.
Chloe?
Yeah, McKenna Warnock has had like 3 consecutive double-doubles dating back to the Big Ten semifinals. How has that been instrumental to your wins so far?
Well, I love it because we need her to do a job on the boards. We need her and Kate to contribute on the glass. It's been up and down for us this year, but when she's getting those double doubles, that means she's really helping us on the glass as well as offensively, which I have so much confidence in her offensively from 3-point range or, when yesterday, she had this beautiful play where she curled off the flare screen in for a wide open layup. So yes, it really helps having McKenna in the double doubles.
Steve?
Yeah, Lisa, what makes Ryan Howard such a special player?
Well, at 6'2", she can play so many different positions. You see her at the point guard, you see her at the off guard, you see her at the small forward, you see her at the power forward. She has such versatility. When you're talking about the player of the year in the SEC, that's amazing. She's athletic. She can rebound. I mean, she averages over 2.5, offensive rebounds per game. She can score at all 3 different areas. Her, coming off a screen into a beautiful jump shot. So she's difficult to defend, and it's not going to take one person. It's going to take a team effort to defend her.
Is that the key, being able to kind of use a little versatility defensively to deal with that?
I think we have to mix up our defenses. I don't think, again, one person's going to be able to defend her. And you also have Chastity Patterson, who shoots extremely well from 3-point range. And they're kind of like us. Everybody knows about the 2, right? But when you add in that third person, whether it's McKinney or Messingale or somebody like Treasure Hunt coming off the bench, or Blair Green coming off the bench, when one of those is having a really spectacular night, now they're hard to guard, kind of like us.
Jeff?
Thanks.
What kind of accomplishment would it be for this team to make the Sweet 16, such a young team?
Oh, it would be wonderful. The beginning of the year, I think everybody was saying, God, if we can just make the NCAA tournament. Now you get here and you're like, you just want to win that first game. And now you're like, oh, Sweet 16 sounds so good. So you just keep wanting more, right? I think that's human nature. But that's also, competitiveness. And, I think I have a team right now that believes they belong in the Sweet 16. And that's part of it, right? You have to feel like you belong. You got to see it to believe it. And this group believes it. And I think that we have a great opportunity against Kentucky. They're obviously, like I said, a tremendous team from the best basketball conference in America. But we feel like we have a great opportunity as well.
Chloe?
Yeah, Kate and Caitlin both compared Kentucky to Rutgers, who's a very physical team, but you beat them both times this season. So what are you doing to prepare for the physicality of Kentucky?
Yeah, and that's really what we wanted to give them, is somebody that they could compare themselves to. And it's wonderful because we, like you said, Chloe, we did defeat Rutgers twice, but we feel like that's kind of the attitude you have to come in here, the mindset you have to come in here, knowing that kind of pressure is coming at you, knowing that press is coming at you, knowing that you have to box out, knowing that they have 2 really outstanding scores, just like Rutgers does. So they're very similar teams. And I think it really does help that we defeated Rutgers, but we wanted to give them a team to compare themselves to, that they could mentally put themselves into that. Since we only had 1 day to prep, we wanted to give them some kind of comparison.
Jeff?
Yeah, what's that facility? The Frank Gahey Center, Greehey Center. What's that like? Is that a college gym or what?
I've never been there. We've not practiced there. We've only been at the convention center for practices. We played obvious in the Alamo Dome yesterday, which was awesome. We really enjoyed that experience. I don't really know anything about this facility at all. I've seen it on TV is all I can say. I don't even know who plays there during the regular season. So we're going to have a shoot around there tomorrow morning, and that will be our first opportunity to have a look.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach Bluder, for your time. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.